Welcome. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. I'm so excited to share with you about my family's health journey and a little bit about the healthy living mission I'm on. So I've invited a couple friends to join me, so one of those being my sister. So I'll just start by telling you a little bit about my story. My name is Dawn Schreier, and I am married and have 3 kids. Like most people with kids, our kids were sick all the time. Every time we went to the doctor, my kids needed antibiotics. We were always sick. Being home with the kids, I would get sick as well. So when I would get sick, my asthma and my allergies would flare up. So about 2 years ago, this is where we were at, and I needed to go to the doctor and got a complete physical in order to get my prescriptions filled. My doctor had called me and was really concerned about my health because my triglycerides and my cholesterol was very high. So I knew I needed to do something. It was about that time that my sister had told me about a 10-day detox program, and I knew I was tired, exhausted, and living off caffeine, so I knew this is what I needed to do. So I was really surprised how much energy I had after eliminating the toxins and adding in the plant-based protein shakes and the plant concentrates. My kids were able to get on the Healthy Starts free health program, and we were able to they were in the Healthy Starts program, and they were able to get it free. And it was really awesome to know that they were bridging that gap with their chewables, because I knew we weren't getting the 7 to 13 servings of fruits and vegetables that we were needing. So I'm really happy to say that my kids have not been sick since we've been on this program, and we haven't needed antibiotics at all. The other exciting thing is that my asthma and allergies have been under control, and I no longer need to use my rescue inhaler every day. I went to the doctor just a little bit ago, and my doctor was really surprised that all my numbers, my cholesterol, my triglycerides, everything was within the normal range, and he was really excited and asked me what I was doing. So he told me to keep making those healthy changes. I know I have a long ways to go in my health journey, but I am super excited that this is finally something that is doable, and instead of some crazy some crazy fad diet. So the other part of this journey is also about our business. So I am super excited. I started this business just to get my products at the best price possible. But when I saw what it was doing to my family's health, then I just felt like I needed to share that with other people. I was really excited I get to choose who I do this business with, and it's very exciting to do them with my sister and other like-minded people. So with that, I'm going to let my sister tell you a little bit about her story.
Yes. Oh my goodness. I love hearing your story, and I love telling mine because I just want to share this mission of hope. I just want everyone to feel empowered to change their story at any stage of life. Because 4 years ago, I was at a low point in my life. I had been struggling with debilitating anxiety and depression since the birth of my twins. I was devastated by a bipolar diagnosis because it meant a lifetime of medication, and I had just spent the last 2 years feeling like a lab rat, being on multiple medications and still not feeling like myself. I had no energy. I always had an unhealthy relationship with food, with struggling with cravings and urges to binge, but it really had spiraled out of control, where I had this shaky, nauseous feeling that really made me want to eat to relieve it, but it really never would go away. So there were actually some nights that I just would go to bed right after dinner because it was the only thing I could do to keep myself from eating. And on top of that, my family was sick all the time. I honestly felt like such a failure as a wife and mother, and I really wondered how I could continue life like that. So I'm so thankful that one of my friends shared how we could flood our bodies with nutrients with these concentrated plant powders. She brought me into this amazing community that taught me how to make just one simple change at a time, and those small changes transformed our lives. I can tell you since then, with my doctor's blessing, I am off all of those medications. And I feel happier and healthier than I ever thought possible. I can tell you that I finally have a healthy relationship with food and no longer struggle with those cravings or urges to binge. That shaky, nauseous feeling is completely gone. And we have went from that family that was sick all the time to the family that's rarely gets sick. My poor son struggled with horrible seasonal allergies. He was on 4 adult doses of medication and still not getting relief. He was told he was going to need allergy shots. And it turns out once we made these changes, he didn't need those allergy shots, and he's down to just 1 child's dose preventative medication during this allergy season. So it is just continually amazing to me that we were able to solve so many problems with getting the right kind of nutrition and making those lifestyle changes. So I have never been more excited about our future, and I'm excited to turn it over to our friend Allie to share a little bit more about her experience.
Hey, thanks Dawn and Lisa for letting me hop on here and join you all. So my name is Dawn Schreier, and I love that not only do I get to hear stories like this, but I love that I came into this at a totally different place in my life than what these ladies did, because everyone is at a different place in their health journey at any given moment. So for me, it was actually 10 years ago, and I thought that I was as healthy as I could be. I had just wrapped up my career as a collegiate basketball player. I was personal training, running a fitness center, teaching group fitness classes. I was in very good physical condition. I also ate fanatically well. I was very focused on how I fueled my body. I ate tons of fruits and vegetables, but somehow I still had chronic inflammation. I lived on ibuprofen. My joints hurt all the time. Some days I would roll out of bed in the morning because my joints hurt so bad. But because I ate so well, I didn't correlate that at all with anything that was missing in my nutrition. I thought it was just because of all the pounding that I had done on my body for so long. So at that time, my husband and I were ready to start our family, and I started searching for prenatal nutrition. I knew I did not want a vitamin or any sort of synthetic isolated supplement going into my body. If I was going to get pregnant, I wanted nutrition. And so I started searching, and I got introduced to these plant powders, concentrates that actually had real research behind it. At the time, 30, now almost 40 published clinical studies done on these plant powder concentrates, showing what it does in our body. So I felt very, very confident that that's what I needed for my unborn child or children. But I didn't think I needed it for myself, because I was so healthy. So I started taking it. I started eating it every day. And, here we are 10 years later, and my sons are 8 and 7. And because they have had the compounding effect of these fruit and vegetable concentrates in their body every day since before they were born, they have never had a sick day in their lives up to this point. And they are as healthy as they can be. My husband is a head basketball coach at the Division I level. So his travel schedule and stress are insane. He has not had a sick day in 7 years. For myself, starting something that I truly was just starting for prenatal nutrition, because I didn't need it, I have been able to, I have no more inflammation in my body. I have no more joint pain. I am just as physically active. I'm in better shape than I've ever been, and I have more energy than I've ever had. I'm 38 years old, more so than when I was 28 or even as a college athlete. So being able to say all that and hear these ladies' stories and be able to share mine coming even from a different point of view, I knew that I had a moral obligation to share it. Just the same reason why these guys are sharing this video with you is because they've been able to change their story, and they feel like they have an obligation to share it as well. So, what we have all kind of started as a little side hustle, we actually get compensated very well for helping people get healthy. And that's, it doesn't even sound right to say it. But it's a fun part of what we do. The best part about it is this community that we get to surround ourselves with. Like Dawn said, the like-minded people that we get to lock arms with. And you just go on this mission together of helping as many people as we can get healthy.
Thank you, ladies, so much for sharing the story. And thank you for taking the time to watch this and just supporting us in our journey. If any of our stories resonate with you, or you know somebody who might have these health issues or other health issues, we would love to talk to them. So please just reach out to me and get in contact with me. So thanks again.